picture, we thought we'd just tell you a bit what we think our whole film's going to be about, and a bit of storyline of it. So we decided on a group of teenagers as the main characters, and the first slide shows them just going away to, far away. That's why they're in the car. So a few shots of that just to show like the isolation of it. Then is the location of it, which is a forest, and with an abandoned church near the forest. That's what we're going to somehow make them find that. They go there for camping, so in the camping tent, they're going to have a Ouija board just because they're teenagers and that's what they like. They like to mess around with things like that. And then we're just going to have various things happening, like where the phone has no signal, the lights flickering on the car, and glasses flying everywhere. And yeah, that's pretty much what we've got so far for storyboard.
These are some similar films. We're going to use a handheld camera, so we put Rec, which is a film with a handheld camera, obviously. And same with Blair Witch, that's probably the most well-known one. And it's got a similar location in a forest as well, with a similar target audience of teenagers. And Paranormal Activity, which is also another very well-known one, which is done pretty well, basically, with a handheld camera as well.
These are our masthead ideas: Deserted, The Missing, 12, Ouija, and Ghost Story. And we're thinking about going with The Missing because we feel it goes without than the others.
These are general themes for our target audience. Our target audience is from 15 onwards, really, and it's people who like horror films for both genders, people that use social networking, and they like going to the cinema and using their phones.
These are our focus group quotes. It feels like you were in action. It's more realistic and it seems more believable for the handheld. The attractions is that it's a good background story, the actors who are shown in it and how scary it is, and the effects, people like the background music, the special effects like ghosts and certain scenes that make you jump.
For our location ideas, we have various options. We're definitely going to use the forest idea, and then to make it look scary and more deserted, so they're that away. But we was going to use a train station, but I think we're going to use a car now, so we're driving far away. Cold Christmas is we're going to have one shot of that, so it looks like we're at Cold Christmas, so it's scary. And then the church, obviously, so that's like deserted, and then the camping.
We've got some ideas for different film companies, such as New Line, Screengems, Universal, Hammer Films, and Lionsgate. We've decided to go closer to Lionsgate as they developed films such as the Saw franchise, but we're also looking at Hammer as there's a few British films, which is obviously going to be a big part of our film. And they recently did The Woman in Black, which did very well at the cinema, along with Screengems, who've worked on Attack the Block, which is another British film, but a bit different from what we're aiming for. And Universal used to work on horror films, but not as much recently, so we're not too sure about that one.
And this is just a slide to show our advertising, how we're going to distribute it to the public. So obviously we're going to have a trailer on YouTube, and we're also thinking about other social networking sites like Twitter and Facebook, and just all over the web really. Try and get it as widely distributed as we can and to our target audience. That's why we've got social networking up there as well.
Thank you for listening to our pitch. Do you have any questions?
Now's the time to ask.
What's the unique selling point of your film? What makes it different from other horror films that you've researched? you've put in a lot about how it's going to follow the conventions.
Yeah.
But is there a particular angle to it that you think might be different?
Well, we're doing it handheld,
Yeah.
which is obviously not as many on the market
Okay.
as handheld. So I think,
The setting and the age group as well. With the originally the films we've shown where there was Rec, which was Spanish, and then Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch were both set in America. We
Right.
think it will bring it to a sort of different setting, location-wise, obviously.
Okay.
Any other questions?
thank
No.
you.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Well done.